Hey everybody, welcome back to the Flat Black. I know it's been a minute. We've been working our butts off here at Options. It's been a couple long weeks. We're on 7 days now, except for of course the rain days. But even on the rain days, except for today, which gives me time to make this video, we're usually still working, doing setup, tearing down, whatever we need to do to get set up for the next run. We don't have water still, we don't have electricity, so we're using generators to charge our boxes. We're having to travel to get water for the asphalt days. The only thing we really have is sealer, and I still have a leaky tank because I just haven't had time to fix it. I had the full day off today. I'm a little guilty feeling just because I'm not there fixing that, but I will get to it. In the meantime, let me go over some of the videos we've collected over the days. There's quite a few, so let's dive into this content. I really don't know where I'm going to get started, but we'll see where this goes. Let me just begin by saying, however, that I don't have the video equipment on me every single day because, you know, as demanding as the job is for the guy trying to keep everything together, it's hard to find time to charge batteries and, you know, get useful content, I guess you could say. The Droney drone has been he's been grounded. Yeah, he hasn't been able to do any takeoffs, but I did get some video this time. He crashed. He broke a prop, but I fixed it. I got plenty of them. A couple caps came off the bottom. They're just caps that kind of cover some electrical components. I can just put some tape on them, and Droney will be back up in the air again, flying again, hopefully not crashing into anything. I didn't get the crash for some reason. It didn't record, but that would have been cool. That would have been really cool. However, didn't get it. But I did get a little drone footage, so we'll throw that in there in the end. Like I said, it was a long couple weeks. We did a couple full driveway layovers. We did a bunch of seal coat. I got a little bit of the striping that you guys can see. Show you kind of how snappy it looks once the stripes are down. So I got a couple things in this video, so stick around, enjoy the content out here on the Flat Black, and we'll see you at the end of the video. Alright, so we're at the West Bloomfield Library. I didn't get this on video when we were seal coating. I was kind of busy. I was trying to get in and out of here. It's the holiday weekend, Memorial weekend. But we got some lines down now, so I'll wear this and show you. We used Eco on this one because it's West Bloomfield. Had to have it. All right, Carl. Looks pretty good when the lines are fresh.
They're standing right there talking about the neighbors.
Now remember, up here at the snow belt where we plow and, you know, put stuff down so people don't slip and slide, we have leaching of material sometimes. So like we use salt here in Michigan. So as you can see, this little white material coming through these little areas, that's embedded salt working its way up, you know, calcium chloride, whatever you're using, working its way out of the cracks. Now water kind of washes this stuff away, like when it rains or whatever, that little white dust will wash away. Just something to think about, like when you see that, that's just, you may be using a lot of salt. The stuff gets down in there. That stuff's really no good for asphalt, but I mean up here that's kind of what we use, and it works. So we deal with that, along with not just the freeze and thaw cycle, but also the salting cycle. And in Michigan, that really just destroys everything too. So, you know, hey, welcome to Michigan, baby. Drive slow.
Looks like shit.
No, that's fine. It's just it hasn't rained down yet to wash some of this bullshit away. Oh yeah, absolutely good to drive on. Now right here, Jim's laying out his plan. I mean, he's not telling me anything I don't already know, but he's just kind of reiterating the stages he wants to set up so that, you know, he and I are on the same page. I will be in the machine later, so it helps out to know kind of what the plan is, so we ain't got to yell and scream while we're trying to run machines and stuff. But anyway, so that's what we're doing. We're setting up for this tear out, which we're going to tear out, re-stone, and then put the asphalt back down, roll it back down in, and real nice. I got something for you, buddy. So this job right here was pretty fun. It was the first job we got to use the excavator or skid steer on. And it was kind of a tedious job. I did my best not to tear up the existing driveway, which kind of makes it tough when you can't just drive all over something and do what you want to do. You got to kind of pitter-putt around so you're not ripping stuff up. I mean, it took a little rubber up, but that's okay. But this job entailed moving some boulders, which I didn't have on video. I guess they had issues with the road plow guy coming and smashing their mailbox. So we left him a little surprised there up by the edge. I hope he marks good this year. He's got a couple new boulders to contend with there by the mailbox. But we did that, and then we had to remove a bunch of loose, it looked like loose gravel and dirt, those boulders, and some plants out of here. And then we had to bring in some crushed 21 AA stone, which is a mix of like concrete dust and gravel. It makes a really good compacted base that you can go ahead and use as your first run of material to build your asphalt off of. Now, one of the most important things with putting this base down is rolling it really well. So you'll see in the video Nick's rolling the crap out of it. We roll it, we base it, we tack coat the base coat, because the base coat kind of does beat into that layer a little bit. It's not, you know, perfectly flat and perfectly compacted ever, but you know, you get it about 95%, and that little 5% gets kind of evened out through the first layer of asphalt. You tack that off, and then you got a really good hard flat layer of asphalt that's over the base, that's now giving you like a double base to now do your last lift, or at least your next lift, depending on how deep you're going. So let's see here, we do all these processes, and it ended up turning out really, really nice.
Coming up on me, boy, got me excited. Coming up on me, boy, got me excited. Coming up on me, boy, got me excited. Got me excited, got me excited. Coming up on me, boy, got me excited. Coming up on me, boy, got me excited. Coming up on me, boy, got me excited. Got me excited, got me excited.
Got me? Okay.
Despacio, despacio. Siente la presión en la habitación. Siente la presión en la habitación.
Oh my God, bro. The snake, man. Something, man. Fuck, watch out. Oh, es mucho.
I went ahead and got this started for Nick. He ended up cutting this one out, and I operated the machine so they could remove the loose debris and everything else after he cut. We kind of worked around him while he cut and got the loose stuff out, but it ended up working out pretty well.
All right, you got that, Nick? I'm almost done with that cut. Just continue on one of these edges. So here, give me one, hot one right here. Right here. Alright, so when you pull it back, push it up to this hole. Maybe push a little down in that hole a little bit. Okay. Come up just a little bit, push it off. Just a little bit. That's all you need right there. Better? Yeah. You got a new mouth. can stay. You can stay. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
It's 300 square feet, bro.
Let's put it in there. Beautiful. Perfecto. Okay, let's do it. It's good. Let's finish. Let's go. It's okay. Yeah, okay.
Okay, lunch or what?
No, finish and go lunch.
Okay.
Sit down, relax. ran short, so he's gonna run grab a little bit before they close. So we're just kind of waiting. They're gonna tack that first lift up, and then
Can you send me a picture after that one's done?
absolutely,
They're gonna send it to the guy.
sure, absolutely. It'll be fucking flush and beautiful, just like they like it.
Grab another shit guy right now.
Oh, your drone's gone crazy. It's got an auto lander on it. Oh, you know what happened, Rob? It tried to land on the truck because that's where its home base was on that little pad, and it hit the truck, dude. I wondered what, I'm like, I heard something, and I'm like, what was that? And like 10 seconds, it hit that thing, like, moved around, and then I heard, and that was when we saw the crash, dude. What the f***?
I think you tried to get in the window.
No, see these? They're just little caps. They came off. I don't know where they went, but put some tape on there, it'll be alright.
Hey, if you've watched this far, appreciate you. Glad you're here. Hope you subscribe. Hope you liked it. I'm working way to 100. I don't know if maybe I've already hit. I haven't even looked in a while, actually. Been so busy. I might actually post this and already have 100 subs. That would be awesome. If not, please sub. I might be just needing a couple more. Who knows? But anyway, really appreciate you guys who watch this stuff, and I hope you guys like the content that I'm putting out. If you have any suggestions, things you want to see, I know I'm supposed to be doing kind of a start to finish, kind of a patch, how-to. I will get to that. Eventually, somebody did ask me to do that. I will get it. But I don't know if you noticed also in this video right here, me and Rob and Corey kind of had a miscommunication. Me and Rob had a miscommunication, like where exactly I wanted him to pull up and how far, and then Corey kicked him the valve open in the back, and we ended up running over some sealer. Most of it came off the tires. There was like a little residue at the end that you can see on that cement there. So these guys learned a lot today about what to do, what not to do, and cement is not a good friend to seal coat, yet it's everywhere around our jobs, so it's kind of one of those things you got to deal with. But we managed, and again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we will see you on the next one, out of the flat black.
Alright, nice work. Damn thing's already dry.
So yeah, let's leave this guy down.